Hello everyone, this is Robert Hollis. I hope you're having a wonderful and blessed day. The title for today's video is Master the Mundane. For some of you that have been around me a long time, this is without a doubt my secret to being successful at anything. And we'll cover that today. Master the Mundane. So I'm waiting for some people here to get on here. I always see if I can see some comments or if I get an okay from my wife in the back room in the producing directing room. Okay. There's Craig. Hi, Craig. Thank you very much for getting on here. Again, this is one of my favorite subjects. Lisa, Dustin, Bill, thank you so much. Hi, Randy. How are you? And we'll go ahead and get started. So again, the subject for today is mastering the mundane. This is one of my favorite subjects because it has everything to do with your happiness, your fulfillment, your joy in your life, your success in your relationships, your success with a higher power, a relationship with your children, being successful at anything. And it really all boils down to that if you look at everything in life, they have a couple of things that you need to do to be above average than anybody else. And if you do those things, then everyone looks at you like, wow, look at this person. I wish I could be like this person. So hi, Gary. Hi, Leo. Hi, Danielle, Jennifer, Brenda, Margaret. And when I seen this, it's like anything. It's like, I'll give you just a couple of quick examples of what inspired me to do this video. I've done it numerous times over the years, but I went and looked to see if I had touched on just this subject. So when you look at someone, I brought this up before, and last night I love watching any individual sports. My wife was laughing at me today. I was watching bowling, professional bowling on one channel. And then I was on my laptop. Right now they're playing the 9-ball world championships. And whenever you look at any kind of individual sports, there's just a couple of things that you really got to master. And if you don't master those things, then it doesn't make a difference how many personal growth books you read. It doesn't make a difference how well you work on your mindset. It doesn't make a difference on virtually anything. Because if you don't know the basics, you're not going to be able to get results. You got to get good. And unfortunately, we're not good when we start at doing anything. So, so here's the phrase, Bruce Lee one time was asked, when mixed martial arts, he's sort of given the founder of mixed martial arts. He was taking the best of martial arts, that different styles that he learned in China. And then what he did is he learned other ones and he applied those into his style. And so people would say, hey, are you ever worried about somebody that knows multiple different styles? And he said, no. He said, the only thing that scares me is the individual that practice one technique over and over again. And the one that he used it's funny that Chuck Norris will go down as one of the most well-known people for funny memes and how bad he is from, Texas Walker, I believe it, whatever that show was. But Chuck Norris became a world champion and by one technique, and that was called the spinning back fist. And so what he did is he learned to set it up and he just kept practicing the same thing over and over again. And because he practiced this one simple technique, no one practiced for it. No one sparred for it. No one, fought another fighter that did it. And so, Chuck Norris would set you up with that and then do a spinning back fist and hit you and you'd knock out or you couldn't recover. And so, I know that's violence, but when you look at, I was watching World Championship Bowling, and it was so funny. The guy that wins is the guy with consistency, consistently throwed the same ball all the time, the same speed, hit the same marks, did everything that he was supposed to do, and his consistency of always hitting his marks and doing the same thing, like shooting. It's so amazing. They always talk about, learning, to make sure that you put your, I wonder if you get close enough. There you go. is the ability to be able to look through a scope or whatever you're shooting, and you just got to master some of the skills. Well, last night I was watching mixed martial arts and Volkanov, the guy that was up for his championship, and he was going against the Korean Zombie. I love how they got their names, Alexander the Great. And one of the things that they said as people that were commentators, Jim Rowan is one of them, and he would say, man, every time this guy gets in the ring or the octagon, he's like way better than he was the last time we've seen him fight. And so not only is he a world champion, but he defended his championship 3 times in a row. And last night, I believe it was the 4th, and he won again. So everyone that he fights, he makes them look like that they had a really bad night. And so if you tried to find his interview after the fight, it was just so simple. He was saying, my goal is to continue to get better all the time. A little bit better each and every day. If I got 1% better every day in 365 years, I'm 365 degrees better. I mean, 1% better. And it's this mastering of one simple step of doing this that just makes it work. It works every single time. Someone's singing a song. And so mastering the mundane, it's amazing how people, I was going to also call this focus, but it's amazing that all the things that people will do, ADD, always dealing with distractions. It's funny, all the things that people consistently do instead of just mastering the basics. So I share this all to say with you is 35 plus years ago, I had a mentor and he told me what those basics were. And I'm going to share with you them here. So the basic is the very first thing, has a lot to do with mindset and personal development, the morning ritual, but you got to get excited. If you're not excited and you don't raise your level of energy, vibration, whatever you call it, have a great attitude of gratitude. If you don't change your mindset to be excited, then what you're going to do is you run into all these people that say, Robert, I say exactly what you say and it doesn't work. I do it with excitement. I do it with faith. I do it with belief that it works. I know if it worked for others, it'll work for me. There's a lot of things into the way that I say things that if you guys did them exactly the same, you're probably not going to get the same results. And so that's why people so much, they get so upset because they say, Robert, I'm always having fun. I'm excited. I giggle. I connect with people. So the number one basic is learning to get excited. Learning, like the video I shared yesterday, the ability to change your state. Once you change your state, then all you need to do is connect with new people. Connect with new people. I'm going to post this in here. It's funny. On Google, I actually put in master the mundane. And this is what popped up immediately. It says to succeed, you need to be able to master the mundane. What does that mean? It means you must do simple, repetitive, daily disciplines each and every day to form success habits. They are very easy to do. The problem is they are also easy not to do. So that's an old statement going all the way back. Hey, Gary, you're my hero, man. There's a multi-million dollar earner. And it's just, okay, so I'm going to get excited. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to connect with people I don't know. Now, there's only 2 ways that I know how to do that. One is reaching out to people that I don't know. And number 2 is connecting with people and building a connection to get them to know, like, and trust me so that I can help them, assist them, connect with the best people they know. All right? That's it. Now, so excitement, connect with new people, and it's funny, Craig, you should change that to new people, because people think that the way you build this business is management mode. So what they do all day, every day is they just keep connecting with the same people they've already connected with. I'm going to just keep following up and dripping on these people and try to babysit them and try to encourage them to maybe get motivated. So people get caught in management mode and training mode. By the way, that is not one of the basics that you need to master. Thank you, Craig. So the next step is after you connect with those new people is you need with excitement. We already talked about number one. Is two, you got to promote and edify. Promote and edify. I did a video on this already. You guys can go check it out. Promote and edify Josh and Jenna's Wiggle. Now, if you promote and promote and edify Josh and Jenna, now let's hook them all together. So 35 years ago, I had to get excited and then talk to new people and get them excited to watch a short video. A short video. 35 years later, I'm doing exactly the same thing. I'm more excited now about my future than I ever have been. So I'm excited. I connect with new people and I say, hey, listen, is there any way possible that you would allow me to send you an affiliate link that you can create a free account just like you did with Amazon, Netflix, all of them, and Facebook, Zoom. And then once you create that free account, you put your name and your email in, there's going to be a short video that you can watch from the owners of this company that can share with you who they are, what they're doing, along with, what's going on and everything. Now, once you do that, if you choose to, you can click on Get Started and actually become a free affiliate. This is going to give you access to the same back office, the same mobile app, the same everything that we got to create a little over, $3.6 million in the last 4 years. No, I wouldn't say that last part. Why? Because you can't say that last part. 35 years ago, I couldn't say that last part. So you say, listen, this proven system has helped over 20 people receive an award for earning over 7 figures. See, that's something that you say, that the company did it, the training did it, Josh and Jenna did it. Because as soon as you start saying you, now they're going to ask you, how long have you been in and how much money you made? So again, let's cover the basics that you need to master. One is to be able to get excited by learning how to be able to change your state of mind so that you can get into that morning ritual and at any time, even during the day, you have the ability to get excited. Two, you need to focus and connect with people. In another video, I wrote these 3 boxes together. And what they are is very simple, is how many people did I connect with? How many people did I invite to watch the video? And 3, how many people became a free affiliate? So in that numbers that you see there, these were my numbers when Terry and I first got started. So I connected with thousands of people. I don't connect with things, I don't measure things that don't matter. So it was thousands of people in our first couple of weeks. We had 312 people that actually put their name and email in, but only 81 of them signed up and bought product. So the lower numbers is something that, you just randomly can put in there. So if you're disciplined and you're consistent and you're putting numbers in those boxes, people will watch the video and they will become a customer or an affiliate. It's just that simple. So now what do we do to duplicate that? Do the same thing over again. So I want each and every one of you to know, mastering the mundane, learning the things that you need to master. Now, here's one last phrase I'll say about this. When I learned what it takes to be above average, in anything. I have no problem with focusing on it and just consistently getting better and better, or as I say, gooder and gooder, gooder and gooder. Kaizen is a Japanese statement for never-ending improvement. So a lot of people try to get me sideways and say, hey, have you tried this social media, this social media, this social media? Have you tried this and that? Have you done this? No, I consistently do the mastering of the mundane, and I've taken it from company to company to company to company to company to company, and I've won. So my question to you guys is this. Now that the system, Web 2.0, is there, the person that actually finds a way, whatever way, I do it simple so it duplicates, but the person who actually gets people to actually create the most free and customer accounts and affiliate accounts, the person that gets that video seen through a capture page, the fastest and the quickest wins. It wins. So if you got one person, I'll leave you guys with this, because I was saying this to another person. When you think about a movie, Top Gun's coming out with Tom Cruise. So first you get the little buzz out there, like we did with FX, right? And about Web 2.0. The next thing you do is you create a trailer. And then you want to make sure as many people as you possibly can sees the trailer. What is the trailer for? The trailer gives you enough information, enough visual, enough context, content to say you want to go. And then they know by people either going to the movie theater or watching it on TV that they're either going to like or dislike it, and then they're going to tell others, and that's how the other thing explodes. So what people want to do is they want to learn all this stuff. I don't want to learn all this stuff. There was a person, I'll give you guys, will do Ask Me Anything, had a very dear friend of mine. I hope he watches this video. His name is Michael. Very, very, very successful network marketer. And he said to me, marketer, period. And he said to me, Robert, what's the difference between FFX and Seafoam that you can buy in a store? And I said, one allows me to share with other people so they can be financially free, including me, and the other one doesn't. And he actually responded back, Robert, it's like, that's it. And every company that I've been in, sometimes the products were more expensive, not in this case. They were more expensive. In a lot of cases, I was involved with companies that marketed the product that was the same as everyone else's. That was long distance. So MCI and Sprint were selling it for the same rate we were, 15 cents. So why would you go with me? And if you guys want to entertain yourself, I did a video called Why is Amway Kicking Our Ass? It's for that reason, that what Amway focuses on and what I focus on is finding people right now that need to make some extra money because they're getting squashed hard by inflation, gas prices. Those gas prices make all the prices of our Amazon, Netflix, our groceries, everything that we normally get is all going up in price. And these people don't know how, or can they go to a boss and ask them for a raise to match that inflation? It's just not going to happen. So I'm looking for people that need to make a little extra money during these hard times because I don't know how long they're going to last. So I know of one product that we have, why I'm excited about it, is I don't know of another product that we can say, hey, listen, just buy and use our product and it'll make you money. It'll make you money through the savings. And we're looking for people that want to learn how to market this with a proven system. Would you do me a favor, allow me to send you my affiliate link so you can watch a short video, create a free affiliate account, and now you're exposed to everything that I have for free, where people can immediately go out and start putting money in their pocket by next Thursday. So there you go. That's what I do. I know you can do it. I love and appreciate you. And if no one's giving you permission to succeed in life, let me be the first. Take care and talk to you soon. Bye bye.